year 1572 of the sixth and most recent astral era, cast a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over Earth. Rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean Alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Galan, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination. From its core emerged the elder Prime Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm. The devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end. 5 years have come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin. The realm is forever a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period's great change and eccentricity, arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten. May he ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Woohoo! 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 Woohoo!
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
Doesn't seem like sickness. Now that I look at you, it'll be a Theria, then, I reckon. Is that right? Grizzled Passenger. Heck of a name, okay. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others. See? And we ain't too far from Valenblund. Veilbrand? Now, it is chock full of Aetherists. Aerthes? Meh. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Hey, might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ship's leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck. Get myself a breath of fresh air. Intriguing. Limonasas? Still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as we're awake and all, how about we keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't much care for conversation, see? Any broads, Brennan's the name, and Pellin's my trade. I'm guessing that's how he sounds in my head. Interesting. Okay. So I start on the ship. I do not remember this. So it's been 5 years since I've played Final Fantasy XIV. I can't even tell you, like, how far I actually got. Well, we'll be a seeing, as the Brennan says. Ah, smell that salty sea breeze? Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's all I call living. So long as you've been aboard nine, ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days, especially. What was the first attracted you to it? A mass fortune? I don't know. Let's go money. Fortune, eh? Well, it's a dream we've all had at one time or another. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. Lumasa Luminosas, I don't even know how to say that, renowned for its smithies, and armorers, not to mention its fisherfolk. And then there's its cooks, of course. Adventuring ain't just about killing things after all. Peaceful pastime may, well, help you make your fortune. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. And no profit in better. Ain't no profit in being dead. And that's a fact. Brennan, you're wearing high socks with boots. I can only imagine. Whoa! Guessing we're being attacked. This would only make sense. Stalwart sailor. Ships off the starboard bound! Pirate colors! Arr. Oh, I don't think they're pirates, but okay. Pirates. Bloody hells. Have you no sense? Get below! I'm sure he does not sound like that, but okay. Ain't no getting where the getting's getting. Let's go. What in the world's coming to? Pirates firing on ships flying, limousines? I don't know how to say this. Colors. Bastards either have a buttload of balls or buggers all for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We've made it out of cannon's range, and no buccaneers barking catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. Alright, burly man. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? I'm surprised there's like no voice actors for this piece. What's the fun of that? You could do a new voice every time you start over. I don't know how to say the city name or country name or wherever we're going. By the by, is this your first trip to Lomisia? I don't know how to say this. I don't know. No, yeah. Yes. Is it? It is. Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you what the ins and outs of your destination are. The city prides itself on being Azoria's foremost naval power. Not too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess that she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folks ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers or troublemakers she's got to deal with. Like them pirates who took fancy to us just now. And if that ain't bad enough, I've heard the Shagayans are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. At long last, land ho! Thanks, Brennan. Behold, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of a goddess of navigation. Whatever that god is. Goddess, excuse me. Watch the panoramic view. It's going to be beautiful, I'm sure.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Lotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa.
I would have never gotten that. Limsa Lomensa.
To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane.
Lim Lane. Seriously, Lim Lane.
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
I still can't get the name down. I'm bad at this. And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off the market to deliver you me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks of saving my ass earlier. Hey, never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of story personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
Yellow jacket infantryman. Hey, you there! It's definitely not a woman. Oh, of course. I mean you! This is my district and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. I'm scum now. Fantastic. Feel so loved. Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boats, is it? Well then. Allow one of city's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I haven't got all day. Oh, you're gonna show me around? Huh? Awesome. Okay, we could do this. A bustling city-state filled with scoundrels in a rough-cut diamond. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Yeah, controller for now. Cycle through. So basic controls. Nearest target. Display map. Set commands. Oh geez, this is gonna be fantastic. So it's controls for the Xbox. So okay. Cancel, select nearest target, display, jump. Haza. Okay. Open the Final Fantasy guidebook in your default browser. No. Okay, well, I'm here. Are you... Hey, where the bleeding hells do you think you're going? I told you to get over here. But I want to go that way. Jeez, man. That's no fun. So, I gotta talk to you. This is fucking fantastic. Initiating a quest. Non-player characters, NPCs, offer quests to be recognized by the exclamation point or exclamation marks above their heads to bring up the quest window. Speak with the NPC, but first targeting him or her, then pressing the confirm button. Okay. Accepting quests. Once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear detailing its objectives and rewards. Press the accept window on the lower left and the quests on your list of duties. Okay. To be recognized in an adventure in the city, say you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. What if Adventurers Guild? Well, why would I want to do that? Okay, I guess I could do that. Sure. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city. And without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit in this piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself onto the drowning winch and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. Guess I've gotta go do that first. It's not far, just head straight down the street and speak to Gerfar? He'll show you how to work with the big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and then they'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow named Brady? I don't know these names. How interesting. He's the proprietor of the winch. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along, and may the navigators guide you on your journey. Okay. Okay. Quest? Cool. Upon accepting a quest, the current objectives will appear under the quest title on the duty list. A maximum of 5 quests can be displayed at once. Okay. Selecting the title and open the quest view journal will allow you to review objectives. Fantastic. And are you gonna yell at me again? Like, got it. The winch speaks the dude to go up, and then I'll figure it out. You're kind of a hard ass, my friend. Jeez. Ways of the Archivist. How beautiful is this? Look at this. I know it's gonna, like, block my view until I, like, become a true... I mean, we're all straight off the boat, it seems. And that sounds so funny now that I think about it. No? Can I talk to you? No? I can just go through you? None of you are quite so fun. Hello. Oh, Yellow Jacket! No! Can I talk to you? No? Worthless. Unable to execute command while occupied. Signed yourself up for the... Have you? I didn't think so. Turn around and... you guys are no fun. Now you want to make it all linear? Jeez, bro. Okay. Can I go this way? Okay. I'm guessing you with the marker. Sure, let's talk to you. Welcome. If you're a mind to visit the Drowning Winch, the crow's lift will take you there. Yeah, I'll take the lift. You've given me no reason. Oh, how easy was that? That load time's not that bad. Alright, cool. A bit premature for you to leave, don't you think? Or have you already heard everything the shady bloke behind the big desk had to say? If so, then you should be polite and spare a moment. Okay, I guess I'm sparing a moment. There's a burly dude behind a desk. Everybody here is pretty much a burly dude. Like, seriously? Jeez, okay. Complete a quest by speaking to... I just did this. Oh, interesting. Okay. You're the burly man. I want to talk to y'all, but... Just, okay, let me talk to this dude first. So here we go. You're not that burly. You're human. And it shows. Greetings to you, lass. What'll it be? Aye, but you ain't for the drink, are you? You come for your mind to try and be an adventure, I reckon. Well, you find no shortage of work in... I can't say the lady. The name's Broden, and the most awesome of Austins in the Drowning Winch. I hope I said that correctly. This is all me and the Adventures Guild, and I can't say the city. That's why we've got a desk specially for Fenton and Guild business. And why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of irregulars. Ventures have a knock of flying trouble, see? Not that you need in these parts, or counting on there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to stay clear of the fishbacks and the collops outside the cities, the pirates are the inside will get you said. And if you don't manage, there's always the Gallian Empire, Gralian, I hope that's right, to finish your job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure to kill the lots of us. Aye, this city seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you see a people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them after everything that's happened? Azor took a mighty blow during the calamity. But our homes weren't the only thing. We're getting wiped off the face of existence by the thrice damned bastards on the dragon. It's our bleeding memories too. None of the folks what saw him living the tale to tell seem to agree on how the tale goes. It's all foggy, like recollections from our night on the hill. You can imagine what people might feel the future if you can't recall the past. But there's one thing we all remember, and that's a group of adventurers who laid down their lives to drag Azora back. Well, I say we remember. Jeez, I gotta stop piercing stuff. They won't even let us picture their damn faces till we like stall on a golf line in front of the sun. All you see is your mind's eyes and shadows set against a blinding glare. And that's every bugger describes it by their way. Give or take the old bull. Is this what got people calling the heirs of warrior or light? If city's ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers and banishing the fear. It's going to need new heroes, like the ones we lost. Maybe one day, you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give to the adventurers is effort well spent. What say you, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? Methinks ye, and to the navigator and all, I knew she'd steer me my way for a reason. And be listening to me, gathering on sun-touched fishwife. This time we got your mark in the book. Put your scroll right here. I'm gonna owe you money after I do this. Niobe Monroe. It is. Ah, a fine name it is. Niobe Monroe. It is. Oh, congratulations. You there, adventurer. You sailed on the last ferry, did you not? Yellow Jackets, okay. The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on the deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friend signals, were you? What? Now, hold on. Just a moment there, officer. You've got the wrong lass. This fine upstanding young lady is my dear deported grandmother's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. The lass wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with them unsavory elements. Is that right? You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we can't be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep an eye open at all times. Me and the two more often than not. Now, sir, what you say you're tanking on the finest ale if you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. I ain't got the faintest idea what you're on, my officer. The wrench might offer some of the cheapest grog on this side of the Straits of Melthor, but that don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. Hey, look, there's a chair over there just crying out for to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? I have them excuses, the meager bloody Yellow Jackets. They've been spotting their kidnappings. See? Ain't got no clue who's behind them. Naturally, they're taking the clapping eyes on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means ventures, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. We could be headstrong bunch of bastards till true, but given time, you'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Hey, welcome. Where the seas are green on the faces of my patrons after a few two black belly whiskeys. Now, take a moment, gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city. Sweet. Well, cash. I guess that's experience and cash. I learned a bit more about the game. You can take your first steps as an adventurer in this city. Listen well to the wisdom and go forth discovery through an incredible journey, adventures that await you. You can now summon a pet to do your bidding. You only have access to one pet now, but there are opportunities to acquire more. Cast a summon with your hotbar to complete the Arcane Pact. Once your pet is summoned, a separate hotbar known as the pet hotbar can be accessed. The pet hotbar is preset with all of the pet's commands currently available, freeing up your normal hotbar for your personal actions. The guard command orders your pet to guard his master, refraining from acting until you attack or you're attacked. The steady command orders your pet to refrain from attacking until you specifically order him to do so. The away command orders your pet to leave the battlefield. Pet orders and actions can also be set in your hotbar. Okay, cool. Main quests. Important quests used to tell the story of Azora. I'm gonna have to figure out the names. And our people are called main scenario quests. These tasks are easily distinguishable from others with this icon. Quests using this icon indicates a task or a series of tasks that are tied to new duties or features you have to yet to unlock. Okay. The scenario guide is a hub element that indicates the next available quests in the main scenario. It also displays the next available quest for your currently equipped job or class. By selecting the scenario guide, you can confirm where these quests are located on the map. Back to you, my friend. Okay, so prior to Deuteronomy Orange, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Okay. Level 1, here we go. Right then, let's start you off real nice and easy with 3 tasks that help you get used to life here in the city. Firstly, you head down the floor, then point your nose in the west. You get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an right? A device which can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an Aetheriite where he wants to go, of course. Have a chat with the Yellow Jackets on ground down. There you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. For you to do that, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You find weapons, armor, and all your adventuring bits and pieces for sale in the district, which lies beyond the Aether. Aetheriite? Gosh. Don't go throwing your gear around just yet, yo. And you get fleeced quicker than you can say, why is my compass be late? Why my compass so light? I have a word with Swasselblight? What's these names? Instead, he's heading to the Merchants Guild, by the way. Giving this old Arcant a treat, will ya? For your last and more helpful hints, I suggest you meet some fellow spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks in your dome if you decided to join their crew. Murray, at the front desk, is the one you get you started. Got that, lass? Seeing to these 3 tasks is take you a little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. Now, I best be getting to run along, eh? Bugger it. There I go, sending you off without telling you something crucial. That bloody calamities made a right mess of my memory, I swear. Well, that or the ill. Any road. While you're out, if you happen to pass an old poor sod, what looks like they might need your help, consider giving the tale of old woes a listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there. Just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Ninia? Over yonder's been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend in and see what she's got to say? Now, you like to find yourself running all the errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a woman folk can trust, the job is harder, the rewards more generous. If you have time, I'd say seek the invention of the smith and the winch. The lads bear the title, and some fine advice for them, where you're just starting out in the profession. And that, my girls, about to become a legend among adventurers. Cutie, hey! Thanks, Mr. Winch Owner. Sweet. To leave the drowning wench, you must accept the quest Making a Name by speaking with Nina? Gosh. I'm gonna call her Nini. Alright, Nini. The menu. Okay. Main menu. The main menu grants quick and easy access to most of the game's game features. For example, selecting a character and a character opens a world containing a character's various attributes. If you wish to customize the game's heading of the HUD, game progress can be saved automatically, so there is no in-game save or load function. However, to prevent data from being lost or corrupted, I strongly recommend that you end each session by selecting log out and exit game. Navigation. Select map from under travel in the main menu. Press that. On the controller will bring you to the area of the map if a quest is located. Okay. So I gotta go see a man about a horse. See what I did there? No? Okay, well, I'll try. Hey, the Smith. Hey. Okay. Gotta go find this. Hey, Nini. Nini. Hey. You are a merfolk. Okay. Cool. Seriously? Veteran Adventure has some information. Okay. Well, would you look at that? Shiny new adventure. Listen close, lass. I have some information that might help you put on the map here in the city. I was passing through Bulwark Hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flags. The city's a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the straits are above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in the medicine mass? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to the Shankarol, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them. The Achiant? Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. Okay, I've got tasks. I've got tasks aplenty. I've got hootits galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. Okay, you, burly woman. Shankarol? Sure. You wish to visit Bulwark Hall below. The crow's lift is ready when you are. I guess that's how I feel these women sound. Sure. Let's go. Nope. More interaction paths. Sanctuaries. What is a sanctuary? Oh, people. Hello. My friends. Wait. On this special, you will accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue to grow even if you are offline. All experience earned through battle, crafting, and gathering while under the benefit of the rested bonus will be increased by 50. Your current rested bonus is displayed at the top, indicating in cities as well as various outposts and settlements are classified as sanctuaries. To maximize your experience earning potential, make it always log out in one of these areas. That's good to know. Okay. On some quests, you will encounter objects with which you can interact simply by approaching them. Okay, so I'm gonna go find an herb. Cool. That's interrupted. Oh, there's a slight delay. Okay, well, that makes sense. There you go. Just an interacting, picking up these herbal essences, the essences of the herbs, that's all here. Why is nobody else picking up the herbs? Why me? Okay, let's see this. Can I talk to other people? Like, is that a thing? Will other people hear me? Okay, let's talk to letters. Ha, I'll talk to the Okians. Yakians. Cool. Yes, I'm Ah. You have some herbs you wish for me to examine? Yeah, bro. Yes, as you suspected, these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somas, a substance where fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind to sleep of death. Forgive me, I cannot resist the jest. These herbs are not more than lavender, a common enough export. In fact, they're probably spilled from crates that were loaded on the way to the ship. I think someone is having a bit of fun with you, miss, but not to worry, you've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Thanks. I gotta talk to you again? Oh, okay, cool. Suspiciously sober, captain of the trading ship Orion has some information that might benefit your standing as an adventurer. By the way, of thanks for delivering my scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that may prove useful to you. You see, I was recently approached by an unkept seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my possession. What was unusual was that he offered a generous sum of gil to be introduced to any adventurers I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry such a wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouses, the city so close at hand. Kidnappings have not been uncommon in these past moons. As you take this information and speak to Gazrael, the guard who stands the entrance to East Hawker's Alley. It never hurts to show a spirit of cooperation to the authorities, lass. Cool. Okay, so first let me... You two? Ja. Oh, Ja. Hey, your name. Janas. Janasai, hey? The Sortum seeks to adventures on North Side. Okay. Excuse me, miss, but might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem the type who enjoys being accosted from me on task, and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters in the Edelweiss. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in the city. They do, however, provide a rather unique service for which the consortium has recently been the beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to their doorman, along with our profuse gratitude. Sure. Give me that, please. Okay, so let's... Someone knows. So, hello? What is going on over here? There's so many people. All there under. Interesting. How intriguing. Traveling people. Okay. The goblin merchant Sweetnick appears to be in some distress. Oh, Sweetnick, why are you on a wall? Okay. Special Sweetnick is beauty Scorpion. Crafty smart troublemaker. Sweetnick makes busy deal with uplanders. He deliver late letter to Gate of Mavin, but Sweetnick has shiver shakes. Uplander walks to Gate Mavin for Sweetnick. Uplander delivers letter. I probably sound horrible. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. You. This is disturbing news. Your initiative is appreciated, adventurer. I'll have the captain place the Yellow Jackets on high alert. And while I have an ear, I need you to visit Fry and tell her the same thing you told me. I'll find a far better down East Hawker's Alley. Okay. Fry has frequent dealings with adventurers, so any warning you give her should spare. Okay, cool. You are a very interesting Papa Mog. Sheesh. That is awesome. Okay, yep. It's good to see you guys. I'm gonna go this way. Alpha Legend. Okay, Marketplace. What's this? Short search. I gotta specify an area. Okay. The market are venues in which the players from across the realm have either sell their own items using hired hands known as retainers or purchase. Oh. Yep, this is. I'll come back to you. Mark it on the map. Tuning. Quick save. You have access. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand. Okay, cool. Right. I don't want to leave the city, but just adventure around for a little bit, and then I might come back to this a bit later. I want to get in a little GTA Online, but this has been so far an interesting look and play. Oh, I found the Alchemist Guild. Fantabulous. So, who are you? Fairy guy. I want to leave, but I just want to check out the ports. I mean, the world is stunning. I think this game has come a long way since I was playing it, to me, eons ago, but it's just interesting to see how far it's come, especially with load times. I think that's been like I think that was like a major issue when I was trying to play on a computer some time ago. Let me just look at that. So let's head back this way. This way right now. Oh, level 70, okay. Well, I've got a little bit for that one, so this is a side of the map I can't even touch yet. That's amazing. Level cap. Oh, that's the big one you're talking about. Alright, let's go here. Come on. The Oculus. Let's touch this. A tuning! Another novice adventurer, yet Brighton has sent more than a few of your kind of late. Ah, it's the Yellow Jacket. Oh, I'm gonna stick with the quest. I'm Sundamal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance to the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Etherites are crystalline structures that tap into the ethereal energies. They are primarily used as means to travel swiftly from one place to another, return, and teleport. The most common transportation spells. Make direct use of the Etherites and their connection to the flow of the ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Azura, I don't know how to say the city, the world, any adventurer worthy of the name will seek out and attune herself to each one. Once you expand your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Etherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Oh, well, you're now able to use return spell. Cool. So... Hey, Sunny, look, greetings, adventurer. Do you wish an explanation? I'm here to answer queries. A fine day to you, madam. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the Grand Realm, where every shelf groans under the weight of wanderers born from our four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls under your eyeballs ache for oogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. As much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo but recently arrived at the dock. You bear a gift from Broaden. Whatever could it... my Oculent. By the Navigator, I must have left behind in the wrench, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant. If it is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Let you doubt each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying the Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries, I don't know how to say that will most amply supply you all potions and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befalling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. Aye, but verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Greetings, miss. Might I interest you in the services of a retainer? What's this? Some suspicious seafarers on the prowl for gullible adventurers? A possible suspect in the recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on that warning to my customers. Well, with all the merchants and travelers milling these Hawker's Alley, these kinds of unsavory activities can often go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. Oh, cool. Just knocking them down. Look at that. Okay. So I go back this... Oh, hey. Hey, little guy. Eon? Eon. Alright. So I'm gonna teleport. So let's see if I can. So I'm gonna bring the Arkham skill. Nice. That is fun. Okay, so I'm guessing this is it. Melbourne's Gate. Oh, point. Your names are going to give me a workout. So I'm going to start here. Okay, so where's 16 with that import record? Without the proper documentation, I'm afraid we have to expel from the city. Like, these are sweet mixed records that I am able to see they were submitted in time. Honestly, you would think the Goblin would have lost his fear of our offices by now. Every month he has to submit these papers, and every month his tardiness was thus considered as removable. As long as one follows proper procedure, he is quite welcoming to foreign traders. Pray convey these words to Sweetney. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor Goblin's fears. Nice. Sweet. Here we inspect all the goods that are imported and collect duty that the law requires. Some merchants, however, seek to evade this obligation, and we must chase them down. I would be grateful if you could deliver these 2 ledgers, one to a man named Sundamal, whom you will find at the Occiant, and the other a woman named Letitia, who works at the Bismarck. Okay. If you are uncertain of the whereabouts of the Bismarck, ask Sundamal. Oh, Sonny. When you meet him, and he will point you in the direction. Okay. So, okay. Do you want to get one? Okay. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild, and here we research and develop the field of is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the day's etheric energies. But if I'm not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our histories as well? Her roots can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allow the practitioner to weave Etheria? Ether? Hey, it's specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school was born. Many such mages wished to expand their understanding of the world, take to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite and soon secure positions in the realm of governance and council. The knowledge of the Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Merle, counting several wielders of the arcane among her personal staff, become concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So, at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanist Guild was established and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of arcane, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Yes. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild? Or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? Your sound judgment to be commended. Now, standard practice indicates that I introduce you to our guildmaster that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to the extraordinary circumstance, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak to the mistress. Tuhub. She has shouldered full responsibility by the guild's leadership in the interim. You will find her over there by the bookshelf. She needn't be shy, though. Her mind is sharp and critical. Her manner is always most welcoming. Okay, so talk to her. Super responsive. How interesting. Yes, I am Tubby. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Murray has doubtfully explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me then to expound upon its nature. Arcane taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence of it is represented most aptly, perhaps by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle, and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found for the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary, even on the field of battle. Nay, especially on the field of battle, this principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyze a situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of arcane will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? Why not? An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let us now see the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Lenoska, the lower place, you will find others. 3 species of pests, wharf rats, little ladybugs, and Uriels. I'm gonna call them Earls. I ask that you employ your skill in the arcane to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Lead the city through the Tempest Gate, and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Okay? Alright. Racking up the old... Downstairs. Feeling some of my quests here. Keep your voice slowly. Shoot the man. You're disturbing somebody. That's cool. Can I get out of here for now? No? It's just a... That was fun. Oh, I can go there. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, quite interesting. Edelweiss had delivered the package to the Dutiful Sisters. Now we get to the Dutiful Sisters. Okay. Oh, go back. Okay. Ooh. Sunny! Imagine. Yet, more outstanding duty payments. When will these merchants ever learn? Very well, if I catch sight of any offenders, I shall drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming at baby. One more ledger bound for Bismarck, you say? Follow this path to the upper decks, and you'll find this place. Okay. Let's see the load times. The upper decks. Oh, only a few seconds, okay. Let's assume. I realize this is sudden, but we urgently need some help restocking our lagers. Lagers? We are in the midst of preparing a full course meal for soon arriving guests, but I fear we are short on fresh land in the main quest. I would be grateful if you procure 4 slices of stores. I dare say it would be quickest to obtain north of the resort's wildlands. In case you're unfamiliar with the creatures, I suggest you speak with Abby Century, stationed at Bowling Hall, just below the Drowning Lodge. Bismarck had never been better than it is now under the master direction. Even such dishes as folks considering simple as prepared with loving attention these days. Whenever my business brings me to the city, I treat my manservant to a hearty meal here at the Bismarck. This is the least I can do to reward him for his excellent service. God knows I pay the fellow little enough. We'll bring you to our kitchen adventure. Fancy learning about the culinary arts, maybe? What do you do here? Oh, Lenny! Lenin's my name, and the head chefs of the Bismarck is the finest restaurant. It is my charge of making everyone that dines leaves with a smile on their face. Shop must supervise and journeyman chefs of the work, but I try to fit in most cases I can. That ain't all I do, though. I also happen to be the master of the Culinarians Guild, which lives under the same roof. The role of me training aspiring culinarians, which is without a doubt me most rewarding endeavor. Don't matter if you can't tell one end of the skillet from the other. If you're willing to learn, I'm more than willing to teach you. Okay. There's some that say the culinary arts are just a lot of fancy cooking, but that's only the half of it. It's true we take the well-known dishes and raise them to mouth-watering eats, but when it ain't busy doing that, we're laboring to bring new tastes and textures to the world. Now, as you can probably imagine, both of the above call for the decent helping of experience and skill. Neither's worth a damn if you ain't got passion. Our trade's as tough as old mutton lass. When you're pouring your heart and soul into a dish, only they have a patron called slop. Will you swallow your pride and start again, or will you run home with crying? Word cut deeper and nice, adventure, and when you pry them of being knocked to shreds, passion's the only thing that keeps you standing in front of your stove. Oh, I can see that. Understand. Talk to you too. There's a well of a tale behind the name of this place. It's the tale of a will, actually. Bismarck devoured all the lay of his path, and the restaurant hopes and diners will follow suit. I'm gonna go that way. Let's continue going straight. Can I get out of here? I can't. Let's go this way. Are you for an adventurer? And you fancy working at the Caravan's Arm, one of the greatest heartening crews? If you're interested, take yourself over there, stepping in the balcony above and then talking to Kari or Cotton. Doing right by him, doing right by me. I don't want to buy anything now. Touch insurance. This sounds so bad. I dare say this may well put on the end of their appetite, but this is the best interest in the city-state. If any of the merchants named this letter come to dine with us, I shall see you notified. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Letitia, need someone to report a bilking patron. We spare no effort to ensure that our patrons enjoy the finest food and hospitality, and so it's doubly hurtful when someone decides to leave without selling the bill. Nary Belago, a first-time patron, did just that. Rushmo is the one who lovingly prepared the man's meal. She's quite upset by the whole affair and has taken it upon herself to draw an illustration and defend her. Might have troubled you to deliver it to the Yellow Jackets on our behalf. Should have been the finishing touches by now. It's true what they say. You are what you eat. Sadly, more folks fail to pay due to their diets. I must confess on being one of them, so engrossed do I become seeing others fed. Often go long stretches without feeding myself. Most folk of the city pirates, but a new era has ushered in a new breed of buccaneer. You interested in hearing more? What do you do here? I'm General Aide to the mercantile assistant of Kathy, the captain of the Craven's Arms. The Craven's Arms, in case you were not aware, constitute one of the three great powers of the city. Himself is a proficient in reading not only the currents of the ocean, but also in predicting the air's ebb and flow. The calamity and the destruction of followed forced many of the pirates into early retirement, but not our captain. He seized the fluttering reins of the spice trade and amassed a veritable fortune. It is my hope to learn at the foot of this master and one day become his indispensable right-hand man. The city-state was originally founded by the sea wolves, and the most parental peoples hailing from the seas of the north. The nation rose from humbling beginnings, building itself on one of the 6 cities. And how was that accomplished, you might ask? Why, on the treasury filled by a folk that never relinquished its pennant from looting and pillaging. Although the city population grew larger and even more diverse as immigrants drifted from across the seas, piracy remained the mainstay of its industry. Thus, did the city become known as a haven for brigands and bandits? I don't know how to say that. I'll look it up. As a citadel of scoundrels, the city has held in low regard by the other cities of the realm, and while such perspective may have proven irrelevant in former ages, when conflict below the nations was commonplace, this new era demands that we band together or perish. Thus, it was the admiral outlawed piracy and put out a call for all citizens, pirate or not, to present a united front in these enemies. A pact known as the Gallatin Accord was signed, and the nation went to war against the Empire. As part of this agreement, the 3 great pirate powers, the Bloody Executioners, the Sanguine Sirens, and the Kraken's Arms, were issued leave to raid the vessels of the... Oh, cool. Thanks. Greetings, friend, and welcome to the 7th Sage, purveyors of the finest spices of the East. All of our products are guaranteed obtained through completely legal means. Oh, you do not seek spices, but employment. Well, then let us speak on how you might be of service to our organization. Our Misery returned from her last voyage bearing exotic spices never before seen. I have prepared 2 samplers, each of which I would have you delivered to certain individuals. The first is Janae, whom you will find at the Coral Tower. The second is the Master, the head of the chef of the Bismarck. And do make certain the right person gets the right set. Right now, and return here once you have accomplished the task. Okay? Okay. I'm going back. I want the world to know. That's a real show. A new sample from the seventh stage. Alright, let's get a whiff of it then. Ain't smelled nothing like this before. You know, it came with it says it's a root, which goes to known authored. Last I heard, author was under the Imperial rule. In the 7 sales did Calvin manage to get hold of this. Anyway, I reckon I can cook up something fresh and new with it. Thanks for the delivery, friend. I poured my heart and soul into the grilled dodo. If ever get my hands on the scoundrel, I'll grind his bones. Okay. Here is my rendition of it. Please deliver it. Coral Tower, he will know what to do. Thanks, I think. Something else. Okay. This way. And go north. I'm guessing that's like a merchant. Yeah. So go north. I think I touched this shard already, but let's touch it one more time. Oh, yep, I did. So, Coral Tower. Again. Welcome to headquarters of the Yellow Jackets, the keepers of the peace. A simple spice courtesy of the 7th sage, you say? There's no mistake. This is fire sand and the kind used in the Galians besides. Quite intriguing, very well. We consider placing an order. Oh, you thought that you brought me spice. I see you are not familiar with Cavalianisms. For the sake of convenience, he used the word spice to refer to literally anything he has procured on the high seas. At least you wary, the man isn't engaged in any activity that is considered piracy. Far from it. Think of him as a trader, a heavily armed one. Interest in eastern lands. Okay. Let's go to this one. A biker at the Bismarck, and you have an artist rendition of a man. Yep. Sweet. What in the 7 hells is supposed to be? It looks more like a prow of a ship than a man's face. Look, would like nothing more to offer justice. 'Tis our duty, after all. However, we'll need a bit more to go on in this piece of art. It will be easiest of all if we come here and answer some questions. Please relay it to her as much. Erin gal that I am. Alright, let's go talk to her. Let's. So you spoke with Goldbergs. Within the bell, the Yellowjacks will have this woman scoundrel locked in a dungeon cell, and then I'll take my fillet knife and... Oh. Well, Goldberg wants me to go to the court for questioning. But what other information does he want from my drawing? It doesn't already provide. It's a picture supposed to paint 1,000 words. I mean, your picture sucked. It seems to be an issue. Finish another. Go back north. Let's see, Gildy over here. The map is super helpful. I'll just throw it out there. Is it you? Awesome. Welcome back. Seems both samples were rather well received, and there's no small part due to our barriers. This is unfortunate, but notoriety accumulated over the course of years does not fade overnight. There are many still who are hesitant to do business with savaging pirates. Yet the old days of piracy have passed, giving way to a new wave of opportunity. My crew and I decided to embrace this wave. With the Admiral's blessing, we engage in a form of trade. Everything you do, you must receive it within the law. Cool. South. Running, 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 running. Oh! Hey there, you Ivy. Enjoying the jaunt around the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself in the city, then it won't be the last time you visit these 3 places. And you got some idea of where you're starting to explore the rest of the time. Yeah, sure, go there and listen, and lass. Stick with old Brighton, and you'll go far. Thanks, man. Well met, lass, and welcome to the Drowned Witch. Consider your place and coming away. It sounds famous and letting them buggers in for doing naughts to stop them leaving. So you best get used to dealing with free spirits. Most folks still coming from thrice down from me, and I feel like I've already read this. Okay, well, thanks, my friend. The smith. Greetings. I am one of the smiths of Stroker Fires and Forger of Futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have recently taken up the Adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers are fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with the guidance, but the Guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to ensure you have their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspects of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for your whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor might even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of Mentor's aid to enrich your experience. Pray, do not hesitate to ask. Ask me if you would like even more. New adventurer status is applied to all members who have recently begun the game. Begin the adventures. Among the thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors, who have taken upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they receive a experience bonus. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat where you can consult with mentors and share their experiences with the other beginning players. Okay, what would it be? What is a new adventurer? Get the fighting heroes. Okay. Just read that part. Novice Network. No one sets foot upon the adventurer's path knowing all that is known. Mentors are the answer to your questions, so be sure to ask the most of the wisdom experience. On Adventurers Novice Network, mentors can extend invite by targeting a new one. Okay. The knobs don't work. The knobs work is a place where beginning can share. Bonus. We found that the pairing of a new adventurer and a mentor proves advantageous for both. Fledgling hero blossoms swiftly under a veteran's guide, and the act of teaching serves to reinforce the tested champion's fundamental skills. When a new adventurer, former, or returner forms a party with a mentor, both will earn experience. This experience bonus applies up until level 90. Activities that award bonuses: experience, defeat enemies, completing fates, and participating in Essus dungeons. What is a mentor? Okay. Well. When everything is cups and starts speaking the old days he never fails to mention. Adelaide seems he and his mates used to eat the creatures. It's obvious he still has fond memories of life, so I'm thinking a few umbrellas might be something he appreciates. Can you help me by procuring them? If you're willing to help, speak with Karen by the Afkaftel. She knows various wild beasts of the day. Okay. Welcome, if there are you'd like to know, feel free to. There's something from me, say? A missing persons list. I'm not sure I follow. Thanks for bringing the list. I'll be sure to memorize his names, and if any of the missing persons reappear, we can count on most folks into the city via the Zephyr Drift, which means we must pass through Bulwark Hall. That's why I'm on a constant watch here and undercover, is to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. I've been doing this for so long, I've become a pretty good judge of character. If there's a shady character sulking about, you must be sure to pick him out, okay? Thanks. You also give me guess. You give bust. Needs help keeping the city bright and cheery place. Sounds like you're already in the Yellow Jacket's good graces. You totally are a model adventurer, a paragon among your fellows. Do you think you could do me a favor? You see, I'm supposed to go and fill up the street lamps with oil so that they'll stay lit through the night. But thanks to this business of missing people, I can simply leave my post. If you could tend to the street lamps of my steed, I'd be eternally grateful. Oh, and when you finish, please fetch more oil from Sissipu in the Fisherman's Guild. He's running low here, and just care for our stores. Okay. Well, I think this is a good part to kind of take a break. I'll be back later. So this is. I guess the question is, how do I get out of here? That's helpful. Oh, I'm already level 3, cool.